Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you are here. I'm going to be working in my gratitude journal today. And yesterday's video, or my home video, which was a travel vlog this time around. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend for you to go watch it, and this part will make more sense to you. But I normally will have the gratitude journaling part at the end of my home video on Thursdays, but I felt like the video got too long and it was just too much to add the gratitude journaling part on there as well yet. So I don't know, maybe you guys would like it better. I know I've had a few comments by some family members that they would prefer if I had the home video just separately on its own, and then do the gratitude journaling part of it on a separate video. Especially, I know my boys, they like watching my home videos, but they don't necessarily care for the journaling part of the video. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I do that? Should I do the home video separately, completely on a Thursday, and then do the gratitude journaling part of it on a Friday? Let me know. I would love to know your thoughts on this. So we are going to be working on week 13, and we have all this empty space to work with. And as you saw on the video, I did collect a few pamphlets at the rest area, so I'm going to be using some of this. I have not prepared anything. It's been a really busy week here at our house. It was spring break, and I had 3 of the grandkids over already for a couple of days and a night, and so I have part of this morning to create this video. Sorry about all the noise. And then I have 2 or 3 more coming for another 2 days and a night. So it's been a very busy week, let's just say. It's been a full week. When I went with my husband on the road, that was last week, the video you saw yesterday. So I want to use the Duluth part of this pamphlet right here. And I know we went to Wisconsin, Minnesota, and but we drove past or through Duluth. Not necessarily downtown, but we went over that big bridge. That was so fun. And so I wanted to definitely include this. We took several pictures there. And then I'll see, maybe I can use part of the map here as well. Oh yeah, right there. See, that was my favorite part of the trip, is driving over the bridge by Duluth. That was a lot of fun. I think Duluth is just absolutely beautiful. We have never gone into the town to go exploring, but we have driven, I guess, bypassed it over the big bridge, but we've never gone like into the actual town. So I think I'm going to go ahead and glue the map down on the one side here, just because, like I said, I so much enjoy going through Duluth that I feel like it can have its own page here. Now, I know the focus of it was not Duluth, it was Wisconsin, and it was a business trip. It was not a pleasure trip, but I still want to make a gratitude journal part out of it, because I don't go along with my husband very often anymore. Not like I used to. He used to do long hauls where he would go all over the place. Oh my goodness. I went with to so many different places. We would go to Texas so many times, and Florida and Arizona and Oregon, and oh my goodness. I told my husband on this trip, I said, I miss doing those trips so much. And back then, I often wished to record and make a YouTube channel and record all our trips to all the different places. But I wasn't brave enough. I just wasn't brave enough, and now I often regret that I didn't start it, because it would have been so fun, and we had so many adventures and everything. It was just, yeah, it would have been a really good part for doing YouTubing. It would have been wonderful, but I don't know. I think maybe also in those years it wasn't quite as popular to just start anybody starting a YouTube channel as it is now. No, anybody, like there's so many people having a YouTube channel. And anyways, I told my husband that I really wish we went over the St. Louis River there. That's why I want to include part of this. And I wish for those adventures again that we used to have. My husband, the company he drove for, they went way down in their business, and they're not all the way shut down, but they really downsized. So so many truckers had to go and find different jobs. And so now, with so many having to find different jobs, they all had to go look for something else. And then my husband went into grain hauling, and that's what he's been doing for the last several years now. And although he is home a lot more now, he's home every night or every other night, and sometimes gone 2 nights. So home time is a lot better. So that's a huge bonus and a huge plus. But I do miss those adventures of those longer trips. I think one of my better scissors is still upstairs. I did do some crafting with the grandkids that were here the first part of the week. My granddaughter and I made a video together. You will see that on next week, Tuesday, I believe. So I want to create a pocket in here as well, because I have a little photo of us here by Duluth up on top. So where we were at the rest area way up on the rocks. If you've seen the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I have a picture I want to insert here. So I definitely want to make a pocket in here. And I want to decorate the pocket. I found this little portion of the map here. I think that will work really good on here, because we came in from the west side of Duluth and then drove through to the east side. Oh, I need to actually put this a little further over. So how are you all doing? Hope everyone is doing good. If you had spring break with your family as well, what did you all do? I remember when our children were little and we had spring break from school, what we would often do is we would spend half of spring break, we would end up cleaning kids' bedrooms. You know, I would involve all the kids, get them all to help me out. And we would clean bedrooms, go through everything, organize, and clean everything up in their rooms. And then for the weekend, or for the last half of the spring break, we would always go do something fun. We would go away for a night to a motel, go swimming, or go to a museum. And that's what we usually ended up doing for spring break. And now, somehow, as a grandma, you're still involved with spring break. Grandkids want to come over and spend time at Grandma's house, and I think I'm gonna, do I want to keep that on there? Oh yes, I could do that. I could actually glue that on there. But yeah, grandkids want to come and spend time at Grandma's house during spring break. And I feel like it's definitely a lot more of a thing now than it used to be. I don't know. Our kids never went away for sleepovers much at all. Especially parents' houses. You know, sometimes they did at a cousin's house, but I don't know. Maybe we are just way too kind and way too willing than what our parents ever were. I'm not sure how that went, but I know my mom, she wasn't well when our kids were young. She was going through cancer and chemo and all that, so I know she wouldn't have been able to anyhow. When our oldest was little, then my sisters would sometimes babysit for us for a little bit here and there. But as far as if we wanted to have a night away. So anyhow, enough about that, right? I love having my grandkids here, by the way. I'm not saying I don't. I love it. Spend a lot of quality time together, making fun memories, building forts and crafting and having pancakes and baking, all the things. But does this grandma get tired? Yes, she does. But after a restful night, you're ready to go again. Okay, with this page here, I'm not sure if I'll do a whole lot more. I'm going to insert the photo I printed out with my Instax camera, little mini printer. If sometimes I show it on here, sometimes I don't. This is the little camera or photo printer I use for those little photos I always use in here. And I did print it already. It's just developing all the way, so I've just got it put aside here. So let's concentrate on this side here. What do we want to do here? I did go through my old map book, and I did find Wisconsin on here. You know, it's Wisconsin. I always use it as a T, Wisconsin. If you noticed on my video yesterday, I often will say Wisconsin. There's no T behind there. I don't know why I always say that, but somehow I do. I'm a Mennonite. I mispronounce things all the time, and that's okay. So Keenan, where we went to, is right over there, and I just kind of circled it. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that on this side of the page. I kind of like the raggedy rip here that I've got going on. And I'm going to try and do sort of the same at the top. Because I want to leave week 13 exposed here. But I do think, however, I need to take and just shorten this here a little bit. I have 1 hour. So I'm trying to not to think about this too much, what I'm doing here, and just do it. I'm going to go ahead and just distress the map here a little bit. It was a bit of an older map book already, but not like old. And I want to make it look a little bit distressed. use this for my glue side here. We had quite the snowfall yesterday. It was very beautiful. I'm recording this on a Thursday, by the way. While my home traveling vlog went live, that's when I'm recording this portion here. And so yesterday we had quite the snowfall. It was beautiful. I'll insert some video of it at the end of this collage here. And but although it was very pretty, it felt like Christmas, you guys. It literally felt like Christmas. I felt like we should be putting up the Christmas tree and going Christmas shopping, and it was beautiful though. It was very pretty. But now I think for this weekend, one day there, or is it next week, there's supposed to be really nice, well, and the plus again. So hopefully, it's already melted a lot. It's a lot of slush going on already. Okay, so I've got Keenan, and oh yes, I want to take less content off of this map part here. And I'm going to add that at the top. I think I distressed the wrong side of this. And I'm going to add that right at the top here. There you go. Should I put an arrow from there going here? Should maybe. And I honestly don't need to do a whole lot with these pages, because with the map pieces I have in here, you know, it's kind of nice to see the exposed map, so I don't want to cover it too much and add too many things. I've got a couple of stickers here that I'm going to use up. And yes, you guys, yes, I put the map in here upside down. Yep, that's like me. Wasn't wearing my readers and put it in here upside down. Oh well. Oh well, that is okay. Oh man, that's hilarious, eh? That's okay. It's okay that I did that. That'd be like me. And also, I say Keenan, Wisconsin, but I think it's pronounced Kennan, Wisconsin. So again, I did not say that correctly, but you know what? That's okay. It is okay. I found a sticker here that says life is an adventure, and it is if you make it an adventure, right? It may not always seem or feel like it, but you know, everything that you go through in life, it is what you make it. And it's okay to not always, be happy and just love everything, and because we all go through tough times in our lives, and we do too. Trust you me, we go through very tough times in our lives, and I'm sure as a lot of you probably do as well. It isn't always easy. Life is not always easy, but you know what? You have to try and make the best of every day, and do the best you can. I don't go with very often, but when I do, I try to make it a little bit of an adventure. And for me, it is. My husband does this on a daily basis as his job, so he doesn't think of it the way I think of it. So when I go with, to me it is an adventure, but to him it is just his job. It's what he does, and he concentrates just on getting from point A to point B and getting his loads delivered. But when I go with, he always tries to make it a little more extra special. And when he's alone, when he goes out, he hardly ever does a takeout meal or anything like that because he has food with from home. But when I go with, we try to make it a little bit special, and stop at a few places that we enjoy stopping at, and just making it a little bit more special when I go with. And of course, you probably as a female understand, gotta make a lot more pit stops when when you're with than when he goes by himself. Got another little sticker here that says travels. And I know it's for work, but it is still travels. And I think I'm going to call this good. There is a little bit of a glare on these stickers that I don't like too much, but that's okay. It is all right. So I've got life is an adventure, and it is if you make it an adventure, right? And then I put this saying here, there is a lot of beauty in the ordinary things, and there is if you look for it, because there are so many things that I will look at on the road, like, oh, did you see that, or did you notice that? And my husband's like, nope, didn't think of looking at it that in such a way, because he's just at work. He's traveling for work, so he doesn't see what I see. So I think there's a lot of beauty in the ordinary things if you look for it, right? And then here I just wrote a little note. I love going on travel adventures with my husband, even if it's for work, even if it's work related. I went with to Cannon, Wisconsin, and I wrote the date, and then where we delivered in Francis, Manitoba. I enjoy I enjoy having a little bit of browsing time in my favorite stores, and I'm grateful for my husband's job and being able to spend time with him on the road. So, and then I have my little photo here that I will insert in the pocket. And that will complete my gratitude journal for this week. I hope you enjoyed coming along, and if you haven't watched the travel vlog, I will link it down below. Thank you so much for being here today, and I wish you all a beautiful, wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.